First of all, if you're a guy that finds transgender women attractive, it's okay, but you're gay. You're gay.
No.
If you know, no.
Yes.
Let me explain something. If you know that was a man that's converted into a woman, and you consciously choose that relationship with that person, which is fine, you're gay. It's okay, but you're gay.
I disagree.
You are.
I don't think you're fully straight, but I don't think
you are.
gay.
You are 100% gay.
What if so what if the person had full surgery, so they have a vagina?
By the way,
they have boobs.
By the way, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with that.
They don't have a vagina. They don't have boobs, right? That's not true. They can never have a vagina or have real boobs. So no, that's not. You can't use that as an argument here. That's not true. You're gay. If you decide to date a trans man or trans woman that was a biological male previously, and you're a man, you're gay. There's really no other way of putting it.
Wait, you do understand what I'm saying? I'm not making a judgment call mean like you're crazy. I'm saying, but you're gay.
So you're only attracted to mom because she has an X and X chromosome.
Okay.
Why are you attracted to mom?
By the way, you can look at the woman that's on this. Let me say something for a moment. The woman, that black Asian chick that's on the front cover, you can look and say she's attractive, has a great body. You could find her visually attractive. I understand that.
Okay.
But if you know that she was born a man and converted to a woman, and you have a relationship and fall in love with her, you're gay.
No, I disagree.
Okay, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
But why?
Because there are transsexuals or transvestites you see, they're like, oh my God, that's a
transgender.
Dude. No. Okay, they call transsexuals.
But that's not what they're called anymore.
I don't care. I'm telling you what. Okay, see, that's the thing. You with the labels and drinking the Kool-Aid.
That's not me drinking the Kool-Aid. Just not that's not the term.
Okay. If someone's transvestite
is like also, it means a different thing.
Correct. Or transgender or transsexual, whatever it is, I'd be like, fuck, like that person could be hot. That's just visual. But if you choose to have a relationship with them, you're either gay or bi. And again, there's no big deal. Who cares?
So
that's my opinion. Let's go back to those comments.
No, but that's an interesting conversation. So why are you attracted to mom? Like, why do you love mom outside of like the bond you built? Let's say, like, why? Well, like, you're a straight man. So what was it about mom that because you're straight that you fell in love with?
If I found if I found she was a guy and looked the way she is, I would not be with her.
No, that's not.
I wouldn't be with her. So
if today
this guy's shot.
you live your whole life with mom, whatever. If today you found out that she transitioned
after 30 years,
would you be like, fuck, I'm gay? Or would you be like, no, I fell in love with this person. She says she's a woman. I'm attracted to her. So that's what it is.
But that's different than what I'm saying. Because if you consciously know that the person...
No, but I'm asking you, what is attraction then?
Attraction is different than sexuality.
So you say you're straight. You're attracted to women. What is it about mom that attracted you? Why did you want to keep dating her?
Well, first it's visual.
Okay. So and what does that mean? Boobs, curves, long hair, feminine features.
What I found attractive.
Right? Okay, so feminine features.
Right.
Okay, so feminine physical features is what you first attracted.
Visual, same thing.
Right?
I said to you about visual.
Okay, so then
you could look.
So then continuing
that
on.
girl on the Sports Illustrated, every guy would say she's attractive.
Right. So then continuing on, what was it about mom being a woman that made you want to be with her?
As you get to know the person, you've
right. But what about her being a woman, like specifically that she has that a man doesn't, that made you like her?
A vagina.
Well, first of all, knowing that she's not a man.
But why? But that's what I'm asking you. Why?
How do you even answer that? Seriously, I'm not sure.
But like, so
what attracted?
Like, why are you attracted to women besides the physicality? I can give you answers why I'm attracted.
I just don't find guys attractive.
But you've never thought about that. I could tell you why I'm attracted to women, not including any of their physical features.
Well, no,
I could tell you why I'm attracted to women.
He's gonna try to say all of the emotional things that come with, with being with a woman, right? Them being nurturing, caring, loving, and all those things. But those things come after you find out that you're attracted to them visually, and that you find out that they're a woman, right? The attraction that comes with you wanting to be with a woman, you knowing that she's a woman is part of the attraction in itself. It's not anything separate. And what this guy is conflating is somebody that is visually appealing and attraction, right? Those are mutually exclusive. Because as a man, you can look at another man and say, that's a good looking dude without you being gay. You're not attracted to him, but you can say that he has visually appealing features, right? He has good hair, good skin, he's stature, he's tall, he's fit, right? That doesn't necessarily make you gay. The attraction is where now the line is crossed, right? And that's the same thing with being trans. You can say that, okay, yeah, this guy transitioned from a man to a woman and he might be an attractive looking woman, but the fact that he's a man and you knowingly pursued that is what makes you gay. Right, you're attracted to that at that point. It went from being visually appealing to being attractive to it, or you're attracted to it. You want it. You're sexually attracted to it. That's what attraction is in the first place. It's just, are you sexually attracted to that person? That's what attraction boils down to, right? That's what it is. So if you're sexually attracted to a trans person, knowing that they're a man, then yeah, you are gay. But if you can admit that, okay, he looks good in a woman's dress. Okay, fine. He's feminine. Okay, fine. You can say all those things without being gay. But this guy is trying to conflate the two. You're crossing the line when you knowingly pursue a sexual relationship with that person. It's two completely different things.
Over men. Not talking about boobs, not talking about vaginas, not talking about hair, not talking about any of that. There are still features that women have that I'm more attracted to than features that men have. They're more compassionate. They are nurturing. Like, women take care of you better than men take care of you.
Oh, I think you're gay. You're telling me you're gay? I'm teasing you.
They are like softer. Like, women's skin is like physically softer than men's skin, right? Like, they don't have as much hair as men. Like, those are things women are like women. There are personality traits that women carry.
Actually, I think
that guys, I find more attractive.
I find guys' traits more attractive.
Okay, so then you're gay.
No, I'm making a joke.
Right, but do you understand what I'm getting at?
Like, hanging out to just just hanging out to have a man and woman. Women are more complicated.
Right, but so I'm asking you, why do you
don't want to sleep with them? He's exactly right. You have more of a fun time with men sometimes than you do with women. The things that you do with men are a lot more exciting for men than it is the things that you get to do with women, right? But you're not sexually attracted to the man because you like to spend time with men and y'all go hunting and fishing and do manly things. That is absolutely insane. This guy is trying to convince his dad to believe in liking trans is straight. Like, this is absolutely crazy. It almost feels like this guy is trying to tell his dad that he's gay, but he's not trying to do it. Like, he's trying to be incognito about it.
Love mom besides your physical attractiveness to her, a physical attraction?
I like her views. We raise a family together. We have the same
goals. But
goals
why would you have chosen mom over your best friend, like your best guy friend? Why would you have chosen mom over Scott Osher?
Because
no, but do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you're thinking just in terms of because it's a guy.
By the way, visually you have to be attracted. Yes, that's a huge thing.
No, what I'm saying,
that's a huge component.
Visibly, you have to be attracted to them,
and
right?
A guy.
That chick, and I'm visibly attracted to that person.
And a guy, knowing it's a dude.
Right. Okay, so what I'm saying,
any man would say, knowing it's a dude.
You're not answering you're not answering my question. Like,
this is your generation, that faggy generation.
There are personality traits.
Oh my God.
That women typically have over men, and that's what I'm attracted to.
Okay, Bronson.
As well as female physical characteristics.
Okay, but...
And so you only chose mom because she didn't have a penis?
No, if I dated your mother the first time I saw her and found attractive, the next day I found she was a guy, at the transition, I wouldn't date her.
So you only dated mom because she didn't have a penis? Is what I'm asking.
No, not even remote.
Right, so I'm asking then, why did you?
That's the first step. That's the first step in building anything after the attraction phase. You finding out that they're a woman that's what leads you to finding out everything else about their femininity and being soft and, having soft arms and being nurturing and all that. But if you find out that they're not a woman, that they had a penis or have a penis, then it's over with, bro. Like, what are you talking? I don't understand how this is very complicated to understand.
Besides her boobs, besides her butt, besides her ability to have children.
Because of who she is, her views and all that stuff.
Right, but why that over your guy friends? taking out the sexuality.
Because you can't take the sexuality out of it. You cannot
but I'm asking you
You cannot take the sexuality out of it. You have to find the person attractive in order to be with them. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, so what I'm asking you is like someone who's transitioned, right? Like a trans woman used to be a guy, but now they're a woman. And let's say you find them physically attractive.
Correct.
Okay.
But knowing she was a fucking dude never happened.
Finish, because there are trans women who
we spend half an hour talking about this.
No, because you would never, if you didn't know, you'd be like, that's a hot ass woman.
Said that many times.
Okay.
Yes.
What if they had, besides the physical, they have boobs, they have butt, they have a vagina. Let's say they have all those things.
They don't though. That's what this is the problem. They don't have those things. This guy believes that a biological male transitioning and having surgery and acquiring boobs and a fake vagina all of a sudden makes it a real vagina, makes it a real boob, makes it a real woman. So that's what he's operating off of. So that's why he can't understand why his dad or any normal man, any straight man would not be attracted or would see this as being gay, because we don't operate on the same level of reality. His reality is that a biological male that goes through surgery all of a sudden is now a woman. So why shouldn't you be attracted to him? He's a woman now. That's why he's so baffled. He truly believes that since this person is a woman, he did all of those things. You shouldn't have a problem with being attracted to them, and it should not be gay that you're attracted to them. Right? But see, they operate on a whole different level of reality. To us, to normal people, that biological male is still a male. It doesn't matter. You can take an apple and spray paint it orange, and it's still an apple. It might be a good looking orange. You might have did a great job with the spray painting, and you put all of the colors and all that to make it look like a real orange. But when you take a bite out of it, it's still an apple. So to somebody that is allergic to apples, if you were to give that to them and told them that, hey, no, this is a real orange, you'll be just fine, and they took a bite out of that fake orange, that trans orange, if they took a bite out of that trans orange and they have allergies to apples, they would be sick. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And if you told them, you gave it to them, and it looks like an orange, they see it, wow, they fell for it, and you told them that it's an apple, and they know that they're allergic to the apple, they're not going to eat it because they know now that it's not real. It's the same thing here. But see, to this guy, just because you painted the apple orange, it all of a sudden magically becomes a real orange. And you should, matter of fact, your allergies should not exist. You're not going to have an allergic reaction to it because now it's not an apple, it's an orange, and you're going to be perfectly fine. These people are silly, bro. These people are absolutely silly.
Besides that, they also have feminine personality traits.
Mm-hmm.
They are nurturing. They want to take care of you. They are emotional. They are very, they are very social animals, right? Mm-hmm. So they have female characteristics.
Still born a dude.
Okay, but so then what? So you only care about how someone came out of a vagina?
No. They're still born a fucking dude, and there's still certain things. Take 100 guys, 99% of the guys, if they knew that chick was a guy, born a guy, they would not date the guy.
So if there was a
there's no discussion.
If there was a guy that had the exact same personality as mom, everything about them was what mom was like, and they also were very attractive.
I wouldn't be friends with them.
And they also were very attractive.
I would not be friends with a guy like that.
You would be like, I'm not even interested in you.
I would never want to hang out with a fucking guy that was like your mother, that was feminine. I want to hang with a fucking guy that's easy to hang with, the fucking toy. By the way,
no, I'm not saying about hanging. You're missing my.
No. Let me explain something. Two guys are easier to hang out with than a guy and a woman.
You're completely missing what I'm saying.
The problem is you're not attracted to a guy.
Hanging.
The reason why two guys don't get together, and get married unless they're gay, is because two dudes should hang out and get to be married.
Right, and so you're not attracted to them, right? So what if you were? What if
you're called gay?
No, but what if they looked like a woman and you're attracted to women?
You're still gay.
Why are you gay if you're attracted to women?
Then you're bi. But
you're attracted to women and they look like a woman.
If you are a guy it's gonna fuck a girl, and she was born a guy, you're bisexual. Yes.
Gay. I disagree.
Let's do a tier list.
But this is clearly just shows that we're like we grew up in different generations, how we view this. It's
Okay.
interesting.
If you came home with me and said, I love this person, her name is whatever, and she was born a guy and she's the most beautiful fucking chick, I gotta tell you, I have a fucking problem with it. I'm sorry, I'm just old school. I'm not saying I'm right. That's just how I feel. And you know what? I would say our son is bisexual.
No,
And I would say,
I'm not-
and you know what I say to
you're-
Mom?
you're missing
I
what I'm
told you I was right. No, I'm only teasing you.
I think that attraction, if you take the physical nature out of it, like,
You can't.
right, even that's
cannot.
even more so. Right, the physical nature is even more so proving my point.
No.
You said if someone looks hot, you said there are trans women that look hot.
Listen.
So you just said you're attracted to trans women physically, some of them. So does
Visually-
that make you gay?
No.
Because you just said you can't take the attraction
Visually,
out of it.
Listen, the first thing that attracts someone is visually. Your eyes are very important.
Okay.
So you can acknowledge, listen, when I look at that girl in Sports Illustrated, you can say, she has a great body. But knowing she's a dude, I'm like, it's off.
I know, but that's
That's just how I feel.
no, I know, and you're not wrong.
Well,
There's
I know
no
that.
wrong or right.
Yeah, no, he's not wrong at all. He's not wrong at all. But see, this guy right here almost seems like he's being incognito. I think he's this guy's a little sus. I don't know, man. I don't know, Dad. I mean, I think your son is trying to tell you something without really telling you something. I mean, this generation is absolutely cooked. They're trying to normalize it. That's what it is. This is a different way that these young kids look at this situation and trying to normalize it. And that's why people like us have to keep speaking up, because these people are much louder and much more platformed than normal people. That's really just how I'm going to say it. So people like us that believe in normal human behavior and are traditionalists, we have to keep speaking up and fighting against this, because this is how they're going to try to normalize it, is through what this guy is saying, is how they're doing it in schools and movies. They're displaying it everywhere that you go. Everybody's seeing it. Kids are seeing it. They're being exposed to it. And so that's the problem. They're going to try to make it normal, because to this guy, it's normal already to him. And that's the problem. It's not that he's, changing his mind to normal thinking and, he's exploring different ways of life. No, he's already there. He already believes this. He already operates this way. He's trying to convince other people to operate and think and live this way, which is absolutely crazy. This is delusional. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. This was fascinating. Let's talk about it in the comment section. Let me know what your opinions are. Of course, if you are brand new, consider hitting subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.